Bel Ribeiro-Addy.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. I rise to speak in favour of the motion and, of course, for those vulnerable people who have endured and are suffering from the situation that we as a major occupying force have left behind. Now, during the past few weeks, we've all been inundated with cases of constituents desperately seeking whatever help they could find for family members in Afghanistan, and my office has been no exception to this. So, like others, I would like to take the opportunity to thank my staff and staff from across the House who have gone above and beyond the call of duty. And anyone who knows anything in this House knows that we are nothing without our staff, and the past few weeks have been testament to that. Whether it's been British nationals trapped in Kabul, young children seeking to be reunited with their parents, siblings, grandparents, or former UK contracted personnel stuck in hiding for fear of their lives, our officers have been presented with some of the most harrowing cases, and listening to and reading these have profoundly affected people. Now, whilst those on the ground carrying out Operation Pitting are to be commended, it's worth noting that the government received intelligence about the worsening situation in Afghanistan in July. We knew for a year that this withdrawal was happening, and such glaring mistakes of neglected case inboxes and sensitive documents are a reminder that all of this could have been prevented, and all blame is to lay right at this government's door. Now, we may never know the true effect of all of this mismanagement, but the suggestions that around 9,000 eligible Afghans entitled to settle in the UK have been left behind does nothing to ease the worried minds of my constituents. Which is why I was appalled to see the Home Office letter, and the member for the honourable member for Brent North quoted it, but it's worth quoting again. We cannot provide MPs to MPs assessments or updates on those individuals who remain in Afghanistan and whose cases they have raised. Now, what exactly are we supposed to do with that? For weeks, our officers have done exactly as instructed when raising cases. We've endured the various different email addresses, the briefings with few answers, helplines published with the wrong number, with a digit missing, and all of the failures in between. We did absolutely everything we were asked to do by this government, and now nothing. To say it's not good enough is a complete understatement. That's not a way to run a government, it's not a way to treat colleagues, it's not a way to treat our hard-working staff, and it's certainly not a way to treat those vulnerable people that have been left in Afghanistan. And to add further insult to injury, the government seems hell-bent on punishing people seeking refuge from war, violence and persecution with their damaging legislative agenda. The hostile environment actually meant that in the past decade, the UK actually deported more than 15,000 Afghan asylum seekers on the basis that Afghanistan was a safe place, and we're meant to clap our hands for the 20,000 that they said they're going to repatriate here over the next few years. Now, there will inevitably be a rise in Afghan cases for refugees, and that disgraceful piece of legislation, the Nationality and Borders Bill, will do nothing to alleviate